Hello everyone, myself Sajian, Dr.Seema Rathi from School of Law and Legal Studies, Sage University, Bhopal. My today's video lecture is on Agreement, Part 1. Definition. Section 2E. According to this section, every promise and every set of promises forming the consideration for each other is an agreement. For example, A promises to deliver his radio to B, and in return, B promises to give to A rupees 1000. That is an agreement. Thus, promise by promisor plus promise by promisee. Promise of A is a consideration to B to give his radio, and promise of B is consideration to A to pay 1000 rupees. So, set of promises is known as agreement. Second point, only that agreement is contract which is enforceable by law. Agreement can be divided into two parts, that is enforcement by law and not enforceable by law. Enforceable by law includes which create rights and duties, that is known as contract, and non-enforceable can also be divided into two parts, if by none and if not binding on one party. So, void includes agreement not enforceable by law and parties are not binding by it. So, void ab initio and ineffective. For example, minor agreement is void. An agreement without consideration is also void. Agreement in restraint of marriage and trade, it also comes under void agreement. And if we will talk about voidable agreement, it includes agreement is legally enforceable at the option of one party or more. It's valid until it's declared void by the competent court. For example, Section 19, when consent is obtained by coercion, fraud, or misrepresentation. That is voidable agreement. Only that agreement is contract when it comply with Section 10 and Section 25 of Indian Contract Act. Now, next point is Section 10. An agreement is enforceable by law when the following conditions of Section 10 are fulfilled. So first is competency of parties. Capacity to enter into contract, that is defined under Section 11 and 12. Next is free consent, that is defined under Section 13 to 22. Next is consideration. It is defined under Section 2, subclause D and Section 25. Next is lawful object and lawful consideration. It includes under Section 23 to Section 30. Next is agreement must not be expressly declared to be void. Section 24 to 30 and Section 56. Now, competency of parties. That is defined under Section 11 and 12. Competency can be divided into three parts, that is majority, sound mind, and not disqualified by law. Majority includes a person must be of 18 years. Sound mind means at the time of making any contract or agreement, a person must be capable to understand the nature and its effect. And not disqualified by law includes insolvent is disqualified by Insolvency Act. That is example of not disqualified by law. Thus, incompetency means or includes minors, unsound mind persons, and persons disqualified by law. We will discuss in detail in next chapter. Now, section 12. The heading of section 12 is what is sound mind for the purpose of contracting. A person is sound mind for making contract at the time of making it capable to understand the nature and its effect. A person who is usually unsound mind but occasionally sound mind may make a contract when he is sound mind. A person who is usually of sound mind but occasionally unsound mind may not make a contract when he is unsound mind. Now, kinds of persons of unsound mind. It includes idiot from birth, lunatic or insane, drunken or delirious, mental delay, hypnotism. There is a case, Indra Singh versus Parmeshwar Dhari Singh. Now, burden of proof. Burden of proof, who wants to discharge himself from contract? It lies on that person. Thank you.